I do not want to talk about my hair. That's a different video. But hi, hello, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, hey, how you doing? My name is Ash. It is Friday the 13th, and that means bad things, maybe? I typically don't believe in the superstition that Friday the 13th is a bad day. I never really have a bad day on the 13th. It's every other day of the year that is bad for me. But I thought it'd be fun today to do a trick-or-treat themed makeup because, now this isn't sponsored. Brand barely knows who I am, but we are friends on TikTok. So the brand Creature Cosmetics has a trick-or-treat line. So I have the palette, the Carve Your Face, which I use all the time, a highlighter palette, which I haven't tried yet, and lipsticks. Let me moisturize. So today actually is a restock of all the trick-or-treat items, plus some brand new items, which I have my eye on. But I spent so much money on books I can't justify buying makeup now. Anyways, this is the Pharmacy Apple Lip Smoothie. Such a great base for lipsticks. And there's also a brush in this collection. This is a little contour brush. I'm going to use that today. I love Creature Cosmetics. I do have a code with them. It's Ash10, I want to say. And we're just going to jump into doing the face. So, first of all, this packaging. Isn't it just so awesome? This is what the inside looks like. Obviously, I use the contour shade the most, so I'm going to contour and then I'm going to mix these two blushes because they are just absolutely beautiful. But real quick, I'll do a little swatch so you get the contour that I use. This could work for like a bronzer for somebody, and then the two blushes. Absolutely gorgeous. Okay, so there you go. All swatched out. Absolutely wonderful. I love this little thing. And full disclosure, from this collection, the only thing I've tried is this face palette and a few of the lipsticks and the brush. I haven't tried the eyeshadow palette or the highlighter yet. Because I got this at the beginning of this year because it was on pre-order and then I just never used it. Anyways, you're gonna go into the Trick or Treat contour shade, and this is the Holly Ho contour brush. Just gonna pick up a little bit, just a little bit, tap off the excess, and I'm just going to start patting this in. I have my base makeup done. If you're interested in all of that, you can check the description down below. I'll list all my makeup details. I just love this contour because it is so cool tone, and I have found it so hard for me to find a contour that is cool enough for my skin. And see, it just gives such a nice shadow. I love it. I'm gonna take a little bit here. I don't really feel like contouring my nose today. I want a little, I guess, less flatness. Does it really do anything? Don't know. And I'll pop this just along my temple line. I'm not doing any bronzer today. It's going to be all about contour, blush, and highlight. So I think for the blushes, I'm going to take a bit of a mix between these two. And I have an Urban Decay blush brush. These are pretty pigmented, but they're so pretty. Ooh, too hard on that side. These blushes act almost like more like an eyeshadow with how pigmented they are, so you do want to go in with a light hand. Isn't that just so pretty? I love a good bright orange blush, and I'm burning up in my hoodie. I'm gonna take this off. Blush is done. A little bit on the nose. I love that. I will say, out of everything in this collection that I've tried, obviously at the end of this I may change my mind, but this still I think will be my number one. I love it so much. Now let's get into the highlighter. I still have the packaging for this one. Creature Cosmetics has the best packaging from obviously the box. Like, just look at all the detail on that. And then this is the packaging for the highlighter. Obviously it has the magnetized top, has a mirror, and then these are the shades. Isn't that pretty? So going in with swatches. I don't know what's gonna work for me because obviously I got all that orange. We'll see, maybe that first one. Ooh, no, string lights. Alright, so there's the highlighters. Very, very pretty. I think I'm gonna go into string lights, and I just have an old Morphe brush. I love that. I will never not love a highlight like that. I know everybody's like getting into like the more natural lit from within. No, I want beaming. I will never get over 2016 makeup. And go in with just my finger for my nose, up top, and that is just gorgeous. I feel like I need to blend out my blush a little bit. I'm gonna go back in with my blush brush and just bounce that over the top, but I love that. Forgot there was a lash collection with this. Look at the packaging. Did you see that? There are 4 styles. Very pretty. I've only used one of the styles, Lori, but let's take a moment of appreciation for this palette. The design. So it opens up like this, and this is the palette, and you get the little images on this side. I don't know what I'm gonna do exactly. I am gonna prime with my Anastasia eye primer. My absolute favorite primer. Works for pretty much every single look I do. Okay, sufficiently primed, and let's start with building up some color. I'm gonna start with this shade here. This is Lollipop, and I just have a Smashbox little brush for that. I'm going to put this, I think, in here. Hopefully I don't make this as similar as my last look I did with my Blend Bunny palettes. So pigmented. I love orange. I'm gonna keep it kind of low to blend another shade up top. Okay, so far just one shade. Beautiful. Going to just extend this a little bit and bring it a little bit more on the lid. And go in with a little bit of a smaller brush. This is from the Glamlight and Michaela line, and I'm going to mix these first 2 shades, School Bus and Sam. I'm going to mix those 2 and blend that above the orange. Wow. So hopefully this works out okay. Go back in with just School Bus. Sam is surprisingly a little bit more browny and warm. Just taking that right up to the brow. I really love shadow all the way up. I feel slightly like a candy corn. I am loving those shades together though. You can't go wrong with a good orangey yellow blend. You just can't. Now I'm going to go into this shade. This one is Werewolves. I'm going to take a Game Beauty brush. This is the E08 and get a little bit of that. And let's see. Start on the outer V. Why not? Drag it out a little bit. Something like that. That's a beautiful shade. I could imagine this like blended all across your lid. Very smoky. I can dig it. Kind of kicking myself for not trying this palette out sooner. I really should have when I first got it, but it's just been a crazy year. I'm going to go back into that first brush that had the orange and just start blending that. So the shadows are performing pretty well. I'm not experiencing any fallout so far, but I have been careful with tapping off the excess. There is a little bit of kickback in the pan, but I don't really care about that unless it actually crumbles. Okay, looking good so far. I'm going to go back in with Werewolves and just re-intensify that a little bit. I'm just going to probably do that back and forth a little bit till it's to what I like. Apply, blend. You know, the boring side of makeup. I think I want to tie in a little bit of a red, so I want to go into this shade here, The Rules, and just an old Morphe E38. Just a little bit, and I'm going to pop that right in the center basically. It's a pretty shade. I am a sucker for a good matte red of any shade. Oh yeah, that is what that needed. My thought with this, as I'm doing this, it's not going to be so much a trick-or-treat inspired look, it's just going to be a look with the trick-or-treat collection. Because honestly right now I feel more like a fall leaf than anything, and it's kind of glorious. I'm going to go back in with that first brush and a little bit more of Lollipop just to go back over that orange and blend that into the red shade. It's just such a gorgeous combination. I am obsessed. I'm going same brush, no extra product, and just blending out the edge over here. Alright, I want to work on the lower lash line now, so I'm going to go in with the Game Beauty E02. It's a flat shader almost, kind of, not really. Looks like this. I'm going to go into that Werewolf shade and I'm going to mix it into The Rules. And I'm going to put this down here a bit somehow. I forget sometimes that I'm on camera and I slouch down because I have bad posture. Terrible posture. I like that. I like that. It's a little bit more Werewolf and The Rules and repeat. I feel in my element in a look like this, and it is only 11 o'clock in the morning. Just sweeping this back up top just to make sure it's all seamless together. I'm going to go back into the brush I used with the yellow. I'm going to dip just into School Bus, just a smidge, and add that right there. Why not? A little pop of yellow. Beautiful. Go back in with Sam also, just a little bit deeper, kind of right in the center. Yes, 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 I love that. I'm gonna go back into this brush and I'm just going to, no additional product, just blend out the side here. I feel like it needs a little extra blending. But so far, I don't know what else to do. There are a few shimmers in here. This one is a pressed glitter. I'm not gonna work with that today. I think I want to take Bloody Sheets and just like tap that on my lid. A little bit on the finger. Right on top, just for a little bit of a sheen. I actually really like that. I'm actually gonna go in with my pinky. I'm gonna put that on my inner corner because why not? I think that'll tie in pretty well. Got a little too much red on that one. The red is a little much, so I'm gonna pop back into the highlighter. I'm gonna go into String Lights, and I'm just gonna pop that right on top. Yeah, that's helping. Giving it more of an icy red rather than a stark red. I like that. So I actually think I wanna leave that at that. I'm gonna do liner and stuff off camera. I need to pick a lipstick, and I don't know. I think I'm kind of leaning towards mixing the brown and the orange. I think that would be cool. The white is really interesting because it's not like a flat white. There's like a bit of a shimmer in it, which makes it a little bit more, I guess, wearable. Obviously, I don't think the blue or the red's gonna go with that, so I think I'm gonna do some sort of concoction with these. And I'll just have to pick out a lash, and I am gonna do all that off camera, fix my hair because it is a mess, and I will be right back with the completed look. Alright, and here's the finished look with my new hair. I really love how this look came out. We can ignore how yellow the top half of my hair is. We'll just look past that. The makeup look though, I love it. I will say I did go in with all three of the lips like I said, but then I threw a gloss on top just because my lips were super dry and it wasn't looking the cutest. So I like how it looks now though. I cannot believe I did this entire makeup look and didn't use the Trick or Treat mirror. I forgot I had it. I really love my look. The highlighter palette is really pretty. I really like the shade that I chose. This is still my favorite thing. I think this is just absolutely wonderful. It works so well for my skin tone. The contour, the blush, everything is just so good. And like the packaging, it's just wonderful. I can't get over it. Now for the palette, since this was my first time using it and I didn't use every single shade, for the shades I did use, I am very, very happy with them. They perform pretty much the same way as the other Creature Cosmetics palettes that I own. I love the color story. I love the packaging. Even though something like this might be a pain to store, this is definitely something that you would want to display. And that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to display it. And I already have another look in mind, which I might film tomorrow. And then the lashes I went in with were Danielle. I just chopped them a little bit to fit my eye better. And by the way, my top is from Spirit Halloween. I got that last year. Earrings were actually a gift from a manager at one of my old jobs. So if you want to check out this collection, I do believe it is restocked today at some point, and I'm not sure if my code will work on that. I do have a code with Creature Cosmetics. As I said, it's ASH10. They do have some new items launching with the restock. They have a new mirror coming out. It's supposed to be new and improved. Just looks like it is a bigger mirror side. There is an all new glitter palette, which looks really pretty. It's in like the bust. New lipsticks. They're doing Sam, Wolves, and Lori. Is it this Sam? I think they're redoing Sam. And then they're restocking all the originals. The palette, the Too Faced palettes. They had a sponge, which it's buried in my sponge jar. And then the brush. They're restocking everything. Creature Cosmetics is pretty awesome because they link up with these horror franchises and get licensed to make these products. They have, like, not too long ago, they just released their Terrifier 2 collection. They've also done Return of the Living Dead. They've done Evil Dead 2. They've done the Reanimators, Sleepaway Camp. Their Instagram is so fun. You should take a second to just scroll through it and just see all the awesome products that they have, but I'll have everything linked down below. I think that's it for this video. Happy Friday the 13th. So yeah, you can follow me on my other socials. I'm artistryxashh everywhere. I also have a book account that I will have linked down below. All my links and everything, just everything is down below. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you have an amazing day or night whenever you're watching this, and I'll see you all in my next video. Bye!